In this video, I'm gonna show the process I did on my song, and I'm going to show how I how I mixed the whole song and what I did to the instruments and why I did it. So to start off with, I started off with the bass, as I found the bass was very problematic because it wasn't very audible before putting the process on. So in context it sounds like this. No, just on its own it sounds like this. No, very audible, and in context you can't really hear it. So what I did, I started over the compressor, and that kind of made it a bit more audible. And I didn't really have anything quite impressive. I just had like a slow attack and a medium release. Boost up a bit more. And then after that, I had an EQ, and with this EQ, I was trying to boost some of the frequencies where it's prominent and kind of cut where the kick lies, like it's gonna be. So that like I have a good balance between the kick and the bass, because they kind of clash the most. And then yeah, this kind of worked really well. So if I play the kick, so it kind of like does work pretty well, but without it, it kind of doesn't have that, like it doesn't really highlight itself. You can't really hear the bass properly, but now it's a little more audible. Then after that, I had a glue compressor to again like differentiate like the two, and I sidechained the bass to the kick, to the bass. Yeah, I wanted to. And then yeah, so I had a fast attack because I wanted to just like snap it out, and then I had a I was meant to have a quick release as well. So then you just like ducks down and comes up again. Yeah, really quick in and out. So kind of the relationship still stays intact, because I just wanted the kick to like pop in the mix without interacting with the bass, as I also wanted the bass to be a main focus, as the song is quite plain. There isn't really much happening in terms of like melodies, whatever. It's just quite kind of like bass, kick, and the relationship between those two was important, and I think I got it. And then after that, I had a clap, and I didn't really have to do much of the clap, because like a simple clap, I only had to boost some frequencies around 1K, and that's it. Then after that, I went to deal with guitar. With this guitar, I didn't really do much processing on it, because I found it didn't really need it, but it needed some boosting in terms of like being able to hear it properly in the mix. So the first thing I did was put a compressor on it. Then I had like a slow attack, because I wanted to keep the transients going. No, I wanted to preserve the transients of the guitar. As you can hear, it's quite a plucky kind of guitar loop, and I wanted to keep that. Then I also had a slow release, so then like the compressor is not compressing too much of the transients afterwards. Then second, I boosted some mid frequencies and some high frequencies, and then cut some low frequencies, because it doesn't really have low frequencies in the guitar. It mostly has like mids and highs. I boosted this like to 2 dB, because that's where most of the guitar is being played, and then like 1 dB around 300 or 3K. So yeah, just keeping the guitar interesting. Then with those kind of three main elements of the song kind of like all working in conjunction to each other, I went on to kind of mess around with the piano, it's kind of like a plain piano that isn't really much going to it. So, but again, I had the trouble with audibleness, like you couldn't really hear it before. So in context, so it's not very audible. You can't really hear it properly. So what I did was, again, I used a compressor, and yeah, kind of helped with to be able to hear it. But with this, I had a slow attack, no, a quick attack, because I didn't want too much of the transients on this melody slash piano, because like I felt it would take away from the guitar, and it would just be too much like ding ding, like too annoying, that all over and over. So I kind of had a fast attack and a long release to kind of hold the notes, kind of like to be compressed for longer. Then, whoa, I did dramatic boosting and cutting. Yeah, I think I did this to just like boost the highs, so it's kind of audible and like differentiated from like the vocals and the other lead melody, even though they're two different things. So yeah, and then with this other melody, what I decided to do on it, I didn't really do much on it as well. I just boosted around the mids and then cut some. Then I put like a mono unit thing, so kind of it stays in mono because it's kind of like a stereo plugin. Yeah. That I then went on to the vocal.